Yeah, I'd like to think that everybody at one point or another has felt this temptation or felt this moment of confusion. The where am I? Who am I? What am I supposed to do? I drifted back. Everything that's ever happened to me in life was part of that preparation of coming back. I first came here in 79, incoming as grade 1. I've studied here 19 years. 7 years grade school, high school, college. I didn't know what course to take. I didn't know what to put in the asset application form. The night for a deadline, I asked my mom, Nay, which course here gives me the most money? In the beginning, I felt comfortable, but after a year, I felt I didn't belong because I don't have a business bone in my body. So after 1 year, I said, no, this is not for me. So I tried to get as far away as possible, so I shifted to IS. In those days, IS allowed 3 tracks. So my 3 IS tracks were Pol Sci, Economics, and Literature. I had a vague idea of going to law, or I had a vague idea of going into writing. So I had a vague idea, but even up to the time I graduated, I had no real idea what I was going to do after college. I applied for a graduate degree in something which has always interested me as a child, which is history. So when I was young, my dad would make me watch war movies. So I already had an idea if I liked history. So I applied for my master's, and I was working on my master's. So one day, I remember I was walking down here, Rizal Library, and I ran into Father Joey. So I ran to Father Joey and said, Father, by any chance, do you have a job opening? And he actually said, yeah. I filled up an application form, and I decided to try. And I was informed, you do a demo class. The demo class was, and it's one of those classrooms that are tiered. I don't even remember what I said. All I remember was I was extremely nervous. I was shaking, and the class was staring at me and probably wondering, who's this? When Father Joe's secretary did contact me, he said, the job's yours. Do you want it? And I started Department of History in April of 96. I had just turned 23. One of the oldest cliches in history goes like this, no? History repeats itself. I teach in my class, history repeats itself only if you let it. Everybody has the chance to make a difference because there's such a wide vista of stories you can use. No? Kumbaga, you talk about the worst kinds of people and the best kinds of people. I tell my students, which ones do you want to be like? Which ones do you want to live like? You teach them academics, but you teach them how to live. To me, teaching is trying to serve, again, I'm not a role model, but trying to serve as an example of what magis is, what giving, what effort is, by trying to shape the way people think. Because Ateneo shaped the way I think. In the same way I want to shape them, to teach these students in the same way I would have wanted to be taught as a student myself. Diba? Kumbaga, I wanted to copy the best teachers I had. I had role models, in other words, and part of that role modeling was CURA PERSONALIS. Although Ateneo has its shortcomings, it represents something great. And I would like to be part of that greatness, of that greatness in giving back to the community, of sharing. I like being part of that. And that's something that teaching is able to give me. But it is fulfilling in the sense that you're making yourself better and making other people better too. That takes courage. Ateneo gave me 19 years of education, and I've given 19 years back of work. So parang it's bayad utang, it's utang na loob. Diba? This is my 20th year. Beyond the paying back 1:1, it is my gratitude for what the school has given me. That is why I felt I ended up drifting back to my home.